Hello, hello, and welcome back as we honor a fallen hero, I guess, in Perfidious Pete plays XCOM The Long War. And I know I sounded a little hesitant in the honor a fallen hero part of my previous sentence, but, well, I don't really have any idea of what to say about Yash Jately here. I mean, I know the guy was in the base for a while, but the only time I ever spoke to him was when I told him to go get on the Sky Ranger to be deployed on Operation Patient Shield, and that was the mission that killed him. And his contributions on Operation Patient Shield weren't exactly massively heroic, in that I think he fired his weapon one time and missed. So, I'm kind of finding it hard to write a eulogy for somebody who didn't survive long enough to even undergo the Project Lazarus transformation. It's like buying a goldfish at PetSmart and having it die in a plastic bag in the car on the way home. I can't be heartbroken over a dead goldfish that cost 79 cents. I don't have it in me. I'm sorry. I'm not that empathetic, Yash. I'm just not. And that's all I can sort of find to say about you, Yash Jately. Well, I mean, other than the fact that your name sounds like a character from a novel in the Star Wars expanded universe. You got that going for you. Or at least you had that going for you. Not an important character, mind you. I'm not talking about like a Luke Skywalker or Han Solo or shit, even a Dash Rendar. You're like the guy who stood to the right of Boba Fett in that one scene from Star Wars. Dengar, aka Payback, the Corellian bounty hunter. Your only claim to fame is that one time you stood in a room with Boba Fett. That's pretty much all you've got going for you. So, farewell, I guess, Yash Jately. May you find a better and brighter fortune and future in some other galaxy far, far away. That's the best I can do. It's all I got. It's literally all I got. But there is one other thing we've got. We did learn last mission that we have enough Muton Elite Corpses with the mission that cost Yash Jately his life and his future in the expanded universe. But we did also get enough, assuming I want to go to the Foundry, that's why. But we did get enough Muton Elite Corpses so we can start the Tactical Rigging Project. I believe, yes we can, and yes we will. We got a buttload of cash here. So we're going to begin this straight away. Bam. And while I'm down here, is there anything else we might want to do? Ammo conservation is also really good. 20 Muton Corpses, we could use them. We've got the meld, we can spare the alloys. Weapon fragments we have plenty of. It's 500 credits, but we've got the cash, and this is an extra bullet for everyone. And where this really comes in and really makes a huge difference is going to be with our Gauss Sniper. You know what? Yeah. We're going to do ammo conservation as well. So there we go. 3 projects up and running.
We're keeping the boys down in the Foundry busy.
Yes, I sure am, Dr. Shen.
Project ready for production.
Well, I hope that the 79 of them can manage to multitask between the 3 items they've been assigned. Clearly, I'm crushing them in an overwhelming burden of work. They have to have literally as many skills as even the most basic juggler, which is to keep 3 things in the air at once, and I'm an uncoordinated idiot, and I can juggle 3, so shouldn't be too tough, Dr. Shen. Let's get to scanning here. Supercapacitors is complete, so those guys now only have 2 things on their list, which I think doesn't even qualify as juggling technically. It's just 1 in each hand. But I'm really stoked about supercapacitors. That is hugely useful for us. That is a fantastic upgrade. Our air game is now considerably better just for having completed that. Asia wants 5 sectoid commander corpses for 2 scientists. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't really have any use for commander corpses, and we don't really need the cash at the moment. Napoleon's back on active duty. Looks like we're getting some side training. Man, we're getting some time to roll past here. Alright, Shaka Zulu. Alright, Shaka Zulu has failed. That is disappointing, but Shaka did not have a fantastic chance. And really, we only sent him in there as sort of a desperation gambit to try and get him to the point where he could use the neural gun link anyway. Yeah, he has a 48. So, you know what? I would love to put him back in, but we've got a real log jam going with some training here. We're going to have to prioritize somebody more important, and right now, I think there's nobody more important for us than going to be Marie the Baker Antoinette, who's high rank and ready to bump up to level 3 Psyker, although we could send Saeed as well. There's a case to be made for... Where's his sister? Is she still tired? We could send either of those as well, because they're also both... Yeah, she's... Okay, she's still tired. So would I rather have Saeed go in? He has a higher willpower. He's lower rank overall, which is bad, but he is a medic. That's a bit of a tough call. Marie the Baker Antoinette is fantastic. Just all, nah, we gotta go with Baker. And I can't put in good conscience, put Shaka Zulu back in and give a tube slot to somebody who's unlikely to succeed at something as irrelevant as giving Mind Fray to a mobility gunner. We've got way more important people. We've got to try and start clearing the backlog of guys who are waiting to go for a bump to their next psychic level so they can get back out into the wild and start earning psychic EXP. Yeah, sure, why not? More engineers means faster tactical rigging, and I'm fully on board with faster tactical rigging, 100%. A fighter high over Brazil. This is actually good. This has got us a chance to splash a UFO in the air and also potentially raid that UFO, both things which would reduce panic in Brazil, which we desperately need after the friggin' terror mission, which I'm still more than a little salty about. Semtex has 10 kills. I don't really think we need to pad his kill total any further. Let's send old Cowboy Upham here and start working the Cowboy, getting him whipped into shape. It's a horse thing, see, they strike animals. It's not cool, really.
Bangs
but
out.
Get old Cowboy Upham whipped into shape and ready to ride forth in potentially a firestorm. And so we're getting better damage, and our rate of fire is way, way up. That was a damn good intercept, Cowboy. That's one hell of a ride, Cowboy. You done a good job. I see in your future, man, a lot of golden buckles, boy. A lot of golden buckles. It's one hell of a rodeo, sir. One hell of a rodeo. All right, well, we got to send a Sky Ranger. Let's put together a team, and I think this time, Riparian, because of course it is, we're going to try and put together a little better team than the one we sent last time, which, let's face it, was pretty woefully underprepared. We might send Shock Attack Zulu. Actually, you know, there's some tangible benefits to sending Shock Attack Zulu on this mission as an emplacement gunner. So let's get him, make items available. Let's get his loadout. It's just Aegis armor, nothing fancy here. Gauss machine gun, he's going to be in placement. We can't give him a neural gun link because he just can't equip it, but what he can equip is the cognitive enhancer, which is going to give him extra EXP, which means he gets to higher rank much faster. And then what we'll do is we'll give him the Illuminator gun sight here, which is effectively almost as good as the neural... That's not what I wanted to do. It's almost as good as the neural gun link, and it basically is the same as the combo plate regular garden variety scope laser sight. So that's good. Bonus EXP, more regular hit bonus, more regular crit bonus. I think Shaka Zulu is going to be just fine with that build. In Riparian, if we wanted to take 2 snipers, we could absolutely take 2 snipers. And I'm thinking we might do that. Franklin D. Roosevelt, I'm kind of leaning toward. Alternatively, instead of Franklin D, what we could do, let's get Thomas. Yeah, let's do this instead. We don't have Exalt missions anymore, and we were sort of using Thomas Edison exclusively for Exalt missions. That role has sort of been co-opted, so I think we're going to start using Thomas Edison in kind of a I just need a body sort of role. He's not my preferred scout because he is an officer and not psychically active, a decision which I'm regretting on basically a daily basis, I assure you. But it means he can't use a shadow device, and his options for offensive powerhouse really are sort of limited. But he is an officer, so when we need an officer, he can kind of fill in. I'm okay with letting him sort of fill that role. It also gives us one other high-ranked trooper that we can reliably take on missions that aren't exactly supremely critical. And then we'll backfill that, I guess, with George Broadside Custer, who on this mission is likely going to level as long as he doesn't die. So let's just kit him out with some basic gear, Gauss long rifle, alloy bipod, nothing fancy here. We don't need any of our super secret fancy new items, mostly because both of them are already in use, so that's got Custer sorted and ready to roll. So we got the scout position covered. We're going to need a medic. How do we want to handle the medic? I don't need Jesus. Well, I mean, I personally probably do sincerely need Jesus in my life because I'm kind of a scumbag, but I don't think we need Jesus right now in this instance. Also, all of our medics are in a big blob here. Do I want to send the king? It's one more log for the log jam at the old Psychic EXP tube. Alternatively, we could send Joseph Lister. You know what? Let's do this. Let's send Joseph Lister. And we're going to give him Aegis armor. The pistol is fine. I really want to give him the Neuro Regulator. It's more Psychic EXP plus 10 will. That means I'm rolling without a motion tracker, though, and I don't like doing that. Especially when I have Thomas Edison. The motion tracker is more important than ever, kind of. We got to have the motion tracker. We can't not have it. Alternatively, we could put it on somebody else. What? We did get a capture last mission, and our store of alien weapons is getting not good, but reasonable. Let's do this. Let's go with the neuroregulator. Also, he has an assault rifle. I'm very glad I came back, because otherwise I would not have noticed that. Aegis armor, Gauss rifle, pistol, neuroregulator, and med kits. I didn't by chance leave anybody else with a garbage water weapon, did I? Edison? I'm pretty sure. Nope, you've got a Gauss rifle. Okay, just wanted to double check. And then what we'll do, let's give one of our assault troopers, I think, the motion tracker. And we're kind of over-preparing for this mission. We've got 3 really good units. We could go ghetto on this. I think Teddy and the bench are going to sit this one out. What do we have? I know we used ghetto assault team last time, and it didn't really work out fantastically for us because we needed more double shots than we had access to. I kind of want at least one assault trooper who has double shot. Teddy and the bench would be the lowest rank. We could send Abraham Lincoln. I don't want to send a hardcore out on a small UFO. I mean, we've got Steve and the Wolverine back. Abraham Lincoln is max rank. Now, I'm not sending a max rank guy on that mission. It's just pointless. It has no benefit. What if we send Ayn Rand? So let's send Ayn Calamity Rand and a Firecracker. And captures on this mission, I got the feeling, are going to be fairly few and far between, just given the foot speed of our potentially capture-ready troopers here. So we're going to go with Shredder Ammo and a motion tracker. And in the token effort, we're not well-equipped to do this, but just to make a token effort, in addition to Ayn Calamity Rand, I'm going to send... No, not Annie Oakley. Annie Oakley, you're too slow to be an assault. You really are terrible. I regret having you as part of the team, kind of, Annie. I mean, you're a fantastic shot. You've done us a good turn a number of times, but... Well, shit. It's either you or the Ronin. You're both terrible. I mean, Annie Oakley has... She's a worse shot with more health. The foot speed... it doesn't matter. Let's just send the Ronin. Oishi Yoshio's at least been around longer. He's got experience to draw on. He also has hit and run, so I mean, he's not... He's bad, but he's not shamefully bad. Okay, that's a lie. He is shamefully bad. But he's a familiar sort of bad. I mean, that's kind of a thing that people do. When you come into a situation and you're like, this sucks. Everything is terrible. This is all bad. And you have 2 choices. You got the bowl of shit or the shit sandwich. Let's give it my classic sort of 2 bad options. One is a bowl of shit, the other is a shit sandwich. Those are your choices. You can either nosh down on the bowl of shit or you can bite into the delicious shit sandwich. When it comes to that sort of situation, just people in general and humans by and large, let's say you've got the bowl of shit sandwich decision and you've never eaten a bowl of shit before, but you did one time on a bet in college eat a shit sandwich. One time you did it. You ate a shit sandwich. It wasn't good. You don't feel good about the decision, but you did it. And now suddenly you're thrust in a situation where you have to choose between a bowl of shit and a shit sandwich. You're going to take the shit sandwich because it's a familiar variety of awful. It's an awful that you've experienced before, and you know deep in your heart, you're like, well, this is bad, but this is a familiar kind of bad. This happened once before, and I lived. I survived. I came through eating a shit sandwich. That bowl of shit, it's an unfamiliar evil. I don't know what the hell's going on in that bowl of shit. I just know I don't want any part of it. And in that situation, you're going to take the familiar evil, and that's the same way I feel about Oishi Yoshio here. I'm going with the familiar level of evil. I'm also going to take Nikola Madman Tesla or Miyamoto Knifeman Musashi on this mission, despite the fact that I don't really want to. I'm really over-gearing here, but... No, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take somebody who needs regular EXP more. I'm going to take Louis Pasteur. I've been keeping him back because I want to get him into the tube, but honestly, he's not getting our next tube slot anyway, so let's just send him on a mission. I mean, you're not getting it. I'm sorry, Lou. You deserve it. I know you've been waiting a long time. You've been a patient man. You deserve a tube slot. That being said, Louis, you ain't getting a tube slot. I'm sorry, you're just not. I'm fucking you, is the long and the short of what I'm saying here. This is me fucking you over. Yeah, and I'm sorry, but it's the way it's gotta be. What am I missing here? I've got 2 assaults, I got a medic, I got an engineer, got a sniper, got a scout, got a gunner. We've got kind of a commander's choice sort of thing. We do have an officer, right? Yeah, we got Thomas Edison. So what do I want to take? I mean, does it even really matter? Is this a true commander's choice situation? Because it kind of feels like a true commander's choice situation, and I'm thinking maybe Jules Sci-Fi Vern. Maybe. Alternatively, another sniper would not be terrible. We could use some more higher rank snipers. Medic, infantry, an extra gunner would not suck. We do have some very low rank gunners, and we could use some more gunners so that we could do mobility build. Alternatively, Elizabeth Tudor, potential there. Maybe even a level, maybe. Yeah, let's go with Elizabeth Tudor. We're gonna give her Aegis armor. What's your aim like? Bad. A Gauss rifle, I get. You know what? No, let's give you Titan armor. Gauss rifle, alien grenade. You're not psychically active. Do we have anything we can give you as far as other gear that might be useful? The answer is no. So here's what we're gonna do instead. Since Louis Pasteur is at least psychically active, and the shadow device has saved my bacon so goddamn many times, I'm gonna give Lou the shadow device here. He's psychically active. We've already got a number of very powerful grenades. And if we take Elizabeth Gloriana Tudor as backup, that's more than enough explosive power. This team should be okay. As we fly away, somebody here on a Sky Ranger is regaling the other members of the team with the dashing antics of Yash Jately, bounty hunter extraordinaire, servant of the Empire, right-hand man of Boba Fett's left-hand man's left-hand man. Yeah. He's that good, folks.
Brazilian authorities have requested our help.
Operation
so that's
Purple
where we're
Sword.
going next.
So either a
like
weapon
the alien
wielded by
crash site is
Prince
in a remote
or
area.
a euphemism
Move
for the
quickly.
penis.
We may be
Yeah,
able to
baby,
secure
I'm
the
gonna
site
take a
before the
whack at
aliens
you
have
with my
time to
big
regroup.
purple sword. You wanna swing on this? Here it comes. Also, never call your penis a purple sword, ever. If you're ever in a situation you're thinking, oh yeah, let's talk dirty. Let's do a little dirty talk here. And you're like, I'm gonna get you with the purple sword. Don't say that. Don't say that. Just say penis. It's way better. Or if you're going vulgar dirty talk, you know, you can throw a cock in there or something. Don't say purple sword. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Nobody wants to hear you talk about your purple meat sword. And I added the word meat there, but still, don't call it a purple sword. So we're on the Riparian map, and the key to this map largely is just figuring out where the hell we came in at. Where's my medic? Alright. Oh, I forgot my medic actually doesn't have a battle scanner, but fortunately, Eind Calamity Rand has one honor, and we have enemies. We're gonna be, like, right over in this general vicinity, roughly. You're here, so enemies are somewhere, like, right around there. Alright, well, let's set up a little ambush. We can get maybe a little closer, but not much closer. Honestly, I don't think we'd be pushing our luck to get closer at all. So let's bring Thomas Avarice Edison over here. We're not going to toss a battle scanner this turn. We'll hang on to that, pitch it next turn. Big Lou, wouldn't mind having you a little bit further forward so you could maybe wheel a grenade in there next turn. Bring you up here. Big Lou's going to be on Overwatch for us. Gunner, we want you in a solid position, ready to deliver death to our foes. Shock attack, we'll head you over there then. Custer, similarly, you know what? Why don't you just log up right beside Shaka? That'll be, because there's no cover there, that's why. Alright then, why don't you go take cover behind that old stump. Edison, who's be on Overwatch. Elizabeth Tudor, we kind of want you forward as well, in the event that a grenade delivery is required, so let's just bring you forward, put you on Overwatch. Joe, Big Joe, cover behind that tree is fine. Overwatch for you.
Got my eyes on.
Ayn Rand, you're probably fine on Overwatch. And Oishi Yoshio, we need you as close as possible, so let's run you up here, I guess. God damn, he is slow. How did you ever pass the Assault Academy, Yoshio? I mean, you're the familiar variety of awful, but that sounds like an ethereal. Okay. I'm suddenly very concerned that there's an ethereal on this map. Very concerned. We're not well equipped to deal with an ethereal right now. Like, not at all. Not even a little. Also, Edison, you are the worst battle scanner man of all time. So unless those guys moved, which I'm going to have to assume that... Nah, the pod has moved. Fantastic, because we landed the battle scanner right where those guys would have been otherwise. Fantastic. So now we've wasted our battle scanner. The enemy has fallen back. We have no shots at them whatsoever. This, and I'm fairly certain it's also an ethereal. So things have gone from bad to worse, which is typically how things progress when I'm in charge of a critical situation. They only go from bad to worse. Lou, I guess we'll bring you up here and put you on Overwatch. The shadow device is still in play, and probably, if there is an ethereal, it's not only in play, it's probably going to be 100% completely necessary. It might be the only thing that that turns this from a travesty into a victory. Also, we do have an arc thrower. I mean, I brought one. I did. I was prepared. I was a good Boy Scout. I came prepared. I brought an arc thrower. Not expecting to ever have a chance or need to use it, but if that is an ethereal and we can get a capture attempt, I will try and set it up.
Come get
A lot of whether or not we get the capture attempt is going to depend on what that ethereal comes on board with. Like, what else comes along with him.
You hear anything?
What's the side order?
Is unlike anything else
Muton
we've
Elite
previously identified.
Cenemectoid. So, yeah, it's a side order of shit sandwich. Or rather, it's a side order of shit on top of the shit sandwich. This is
I recommend
bad.
the troops exercise extreme caution, Commander.
Alright,
I think I
so...
liked it better
the
when the
ethereal-
weapons were obvious.
Yeah, the ethereal's running. Stay in vision. Stay in vision. Stay in vision. Okay, we can see the ethereal. That's good. But the ethereal is not the immediate threat. So we're definitely going to want to go Shadow Device then. It's... Yeah, it's pretty much a no-brainer. We're going to need it. Shock Attack Zulu. Jesus, Shock Attack. These are terrible. Also, once again, these fucking Mechtoids make me so goddamn salty. They're always in the one tile I can't fucking see. Somehow they're always in the magic miracle tile that is completely fucking invisible. Also, you're the only person that can shoot that ethereal, and you have a terrible chance of hitting. Alright, well, we've got to start on Mechtoid. We've got to start on him, but we also have to consider how we're going to employ the Shadow Device. We're going to have to employ the Shadow Device. It has to be done. We've got to figure out how to make that work. So Louis Pasteur is going to be the man that throws it. We should try to be as far forward as we can, having thrown the Shadow Device. Although that does leave Shock Attack Zulu in half cover under the exposure of at least 3 enemies. 2 of them can see him outright. So let's... Yeah, okay, fine. Shaka can't move. Let's try and set up our offense next to Shaka.
Moving out.
So Thomas Edison, we're going to bring you up here for now, and we're just going to have you stand here. Basically, I just want you to take this shot with your lightning defense. That's all I'm looking for. Get the Muton taken care of, which you did, and you did admirably. Well done, Thomas Edison. Typically, I don't have a lot of good things to say about you, I know, Thomas, but in this case, you done a good job, pal. You done a good job. So, let's bring Pasteur. He's got to throw the Shadow Device, so we can't do anything with Pasteur. He's got to throw the Shadow Device. That means the rest of our team is going to have either no shots or terrible shots. Elizabeth Tudor actually can't get to where we would want her to be. Not and also be useful. Lister, you could. Right, so Joseph the Cleaner Lister is going to come to here. What kind of shots do you have? You have 1 terrible shot. What's your Mind Fray chance like? Vastly better than your actual bullet chance, so go ahead and do this. The evil cackle is a nice touch, Joe. That's a good touch, buddy. It really is. Now, we can have Thomas Edison issue a command, and that may be what we do. In fact, I'm positive. That's what we're going to do with Elizabeth Tudor. So we're going to have Tudor move, and we're going to have her throw a grenade, and then we're probably going to have her get commanded.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Alright, so Yoshio, get your dumb ass over here. Edison, we'll come back to you in a moment. Shaka Zulu, yeah, I know you're still there, buddy. Pasteur, you're going to come here and throw the Shadow Device, so we need you right over here.
Position confirmée.
I want to make sure this is going to cover everyone. Everybody? Yeah, okay, good. Oops. And so we'll come back to you in a second. Shaka Zulu, I mean, I'm going to have you do something. I just haven't decided what that thing is going to be yet. So Ayn Rand is there. Edison's going to issue a command. Pasteur's throwing a device. That leaves Shaka Zulu and Elizabeth Tudor. So Tudor, I'm going to bring you up here, and right now I need you to throw a grenade. I don't need this grenade to do a lot of damage. I just need it to wreck some of this cover. In fact, I'm more interested in a cover than anything else. Why is this tree not getting hit? And it's fine, whatever. We're going to throw in the middle here. Gloriana, in no cover. She got the front tree. That's pretty good. All right, Ayn Rand now has a bad but not completely unbelievably terrible shot. So Edison, first things first, you got to give a command, and you got to give it to Elizabeth Tudor. We have to get Liz over here in the dog pile. So Liz, step over to the dog pile, if you would, ma'am.
Okay.
Elizabeth's coming over. Elizabeth joins the dog pile. Excellent. Ayn Rand, you got 1 bad shot. Go ahead and take it. Actually, you got 2 shots because you have hit and run. And we kind of want Ayn Rand in a position where she can't take any more shots. The close encounters is a problem because she will shoot it if the enemy gets close enough. Shaka Zulu. You still can't see... I'm legitimately confused about how that guy is still invisible, but okay. So we'll put one Mutant Elite in the ground. He's done. George Custer, 86% shot at that guy, pretty good. 66 at the far guy, not so good. The Mechtoid, we're not that concerned about. All of these are squad sight shots, so let's go ahead and start softening up the Mechtoid. I think he's going to be probably the biggest problem. 10 damage from Custer, that's actually a pretty good start. And that leaves us just Louis Pasteur. Louis drops the Shadow Device, nobody dies. Drop the device, and no one dies. It's the Louis Pasteur motto. So there we go. Shadow Device is down. Everyone is concealed. The enemy can see none of our units except for our man who is in half cover and a half a mile away with our squad sight sniper. He's the only visible one. Ethereal double moved. That's brilliant. He went on Overwatch and no cover. That's actually pretty good too. Mechtoid is just going to charge forward. Brilliant. All right, the Shadow Device has completely saved our bacon, as the Shadow Device is wont to do. It is a bacon-saving phenomenon, and I am glad to have brought it on the mission. So, who's on Overwatch? We have one man on Overwatch. First things first then, Thomas Edison, go do your damn job. Which is, take some Overwatch and not die. This is your one job at this point, Edison. All of your tricks have been completely exhausted. You've issued your command. Well, I mean, not all of your tricks, because you're still you, and you're kind of an inveterate scumbag. You had a lot of tricks, actually. The Mutant Elite is still vastly dangerous. 86, yeah, we're going to take it. This guy will reflect any attack that's a miss, so we need, if we're going to shoot at the Ethereal, we need him to be really high percentage shots. We also got some holo targeting out of that, which is useful. Now, Pasteur, I'm going to bring you over here. Now that the heat is lifted, and we're going to use one of your 2 grenades, really the only thing we're interested in making sure is dead is the Mechtoid, so we're going to throw a heat ammo explosive at Johnny Mechtoid here. That's pretty good damage. Also got some splash damage on our Ethereal friend, which is equally good. Double 60s is not terrible. If we can get that guy with anybody else, we would love to do that first. Big Joe Lister, let's get you over here into cover. You have a flank shot at what, this guy? 60% is not terrible. We'll come back to that in the event that we need some holo targeting, and we might. Am I going to be able to get the back guy? That's what this is going to boil down to. Can I get the unit that's far away? And also the Ethereal. That's what it's all going to boil down to. Can I get them both? If we just snap it, yeah, it's fine. Elizabeth Tudor also has heat warhead, so this should do some respectable damage. And the reason I'm so strongly inclined to throw grenades at Ethereals is because they can't friggin' reflect them. Alright, Custer. Custer can't even see the back guy. Oh, he can, but... why are Mechtoids always invisible? Why? Why are they always invisible, game? Why? It makes me so salty, the fact that they're ridiculously invisible all the time. It really pisses me off. A lot. So Ayn Rand's hit and run. We can definitely kill these two. We can. We can do it. She can kill them and maybe set up a capture on the Ethereal. But we can't take that chance if that guy is still alive. So you know what? We gotta shoot at him. Alright, Shaka Zulu. Now's the moment. We need 2 hits here. We really need 2. Okay, that was really good, Shaka Zulu. That was really, really good. Really good. By the way, did I mention that was really good? Because that was really good. That gives Joseph the Cleaner listener a chance to clean things up, which he does. Oh, this is beautiful. We may have a capture here, folks. Alright, so little Ayn Rand has got her hit and run shot. We want to be 5 tiles away from this guy. But close to this guy as we can get. Actually, does this thing have adaptive shielding? We should probably figure out what abilities it has. Light him up, combined arms, psi shield. Okay, so we can get as close to that thing as we want. It's just basically immune to criticals. Not really a problem. The Ethereal, we have an autopsy, so we're going to have no idea what the fuck it can do. But what we can do is have little Ayn Calamity Rand run her happy ass up here and start blowing the holy living shit out of some bitches. So let's make this fucker be dead, Ayn. Can't help but notice that that man is not dead. That's disappointing. It's disappointing. That's very disappointing, Ayn Rand. This is a Goldilocks... Okay. We're still taking the gamble here.
Gonna need to reload soon.
Yeah, you are gonna need to reload soon. You're not wrong. So, Yoshio, you also have hit and run and can get within capture range. So here's what Yoshio's gonna do. Steps forward. Throws the first shot into Johnny Asshole here. Johnny Asshole is down.
6 feet under.
Yeah, don't be bragging too much, Yoshio. Come on, let's show a little fucking compunction and comportment about yourself and act like this isn't your first day on the job. Best chance for an ethereal capture.
The stun didn't work.
Yeah, we noticed. We all saw, and now we have a terrible... Like, you're the last bullet in the shed, too, aren't you, Custer? We maybe should have kept something a little more efficient. Ah, George Custer is there to deliver. Alright, so the broadside gets it done. Actually, I think Thomas Edison's going to take some damage here. It's fine. We made our best effort. We had one capture attempt. We threw it at a 1 health alien. Not getting a roll is not getting a roll. There's nothing more we could have done. There's nothing better we could have engineered. We took our best shot, and our best shot simply wasn't good enough. We also got a little lucky, I gotta admit, with the hit from Custer there. That was better than average. Of course, we wouldn't have needed that luck if we had gotten a little bit luckier with the actual capture roll, but
Ready to rock.
I digress. That's our second ethereal, by the way, as well. So they're coming fairly regularly. And we're taking a consolidation turn here. I'm just gonna have everybody relock, reload, and get ready. My guess is probably the only 2 aliens remaining on the map are gonna be a pod of outsiders. They're likely in the ship. The fact that we had no audio clues means that's a fairly solid assumption. Assuming we came in where I think we came in from, and now that I think about it, we totally didn't. The ship is actually over here. So we need to start heading that way. Alright, we're gonna have a lot of ground to cover and not a lot of time. On the plus side, pretty sure this map is gonna be empty, so we can be fairly aggressive in our subsequent movements. We shouldn't really have much to worry about. Lister, let's get you over here. And this is where I stumble on a pod of like 40 floaters, or 6 heavy floaters and an ethereal or something ridiculous.
Roger that.
Ayn Rand, let's get you an Edison up forward.
Headed there now.
Edison, by the way, I'm still a little salty about the battle scanner you threw that did literally nothing. Don't think I forgot that quite so quickly. Your command ability did hold us in good stead and let Gloriana drop an extra grenade, but don't think I forgot about the whole
Making a run for it.
battle scanner debacle. I didn't forget. Debacle, debacle, say it however you want. Pretty sure debacle is actually the correct pronunciation, but you can always be like me and just say it wrong a lot. There is a meld canister over there, which I have to admit to not being in any particular rush to recover. Get Joseph Lister over here. We want to keep Big Joe in the back as much as we can. I'm really basically certain there's only 1 pod left on this map.
Roger. Tracking.
This would be fairly staunch resistance for a large, or for a small UFO rather. If it had a Mechtoid, an Ethereal, 2 Muton Elites,
Heading to that location.
and then the Uber Outsiders, which I'm assuming are going to be the final 2 components of this. That's a 6-man, having 6 aliens on a small UFO is,
On Overwatch.
as shameful as this sounds, kind of par for the course lately. They've been throwing 6 at us. In this case, though, at least it was 6 relatively powerful aliens. Ethereals, nothing to joke about. You guys are, they punch above their weight. Get you up here. You can dash like Yash Jaitley's hero, Dash Rendar.
Roger that. Scanning.
I think we could all agree that Dash Rendar, by the way, was just a desperately poor man's Han Solo. I mean, his ship even looked like the Millennium Falcon. Come on. And yeah, I understand that there were more Millennium Falcon style trainers. That was a YT-800 or whatever the shit it was called. It was a common transport ship, but there was only one famous one. It was the one that made the Kessel Run, relatively few parsecs. Where do we want to put you so that you will be able to offer some fire support? Custer, I think up behind that log is probably a nice spot for you. Shaka Zulu, let's move you up here. In the stupidest possible fashion, fantastic pathing there, Shaka. Real proud of you, buddy. Real proud. Ah, my troopers. I'm like a proud new papa. They really do me proud on pretty much a daily basis. Just when I think they've done the stupidest thing they could possibly do and that they literally cannot get any stupider. They never fail to surprise me every time.
Visual on the goods.
Yeah, there's a meld canister over there, Joseph. That's why we sent you in that direction. Ayn Rand, let's get you up
Orders
here.
confirmed. Moving out.
Yoshio, we also need to get you as close as possible, but ideally in a fashion that does not create a pod. Edison's bring you up here. And if we could just throw a battle scanner in that ship right now, that'd be really useful, wouldn't it, Edison?
Roger that. Scanning.
Well, it'd be really handy. Just pitch a battle scanner right up in there. Yeah, it'd be good. Sounds like I'm mocking Thomas Edison, just because I'm mocking
Ennemi
Thomas Edison.
repéré.
You gotta be shitting me, Pasteur. Your final move, and this is what you come up with while I have units standing in the open. God damn you, Louis. God damn you, son of a bitch. If anybody gets killed, I'm gonna be really pissed off at you, dude. Real pissed off. Fuck. We got luckier with that shot than we have any right to, and it's unlucky that anybody dies. That guy shouldn't even be able to see anyone. Okay, he can see us, but we can't see him. That's fucking sensible. Love line of sight in this game. Can't say enough how much of a fan I am of the line of sight in XCOM. Really like it a lot. Okay, well, before we do this, let's make our motion tracker active and make sure that these two assholes are the last two assholes on the map. It looks like they are, in fact, the last of the assholes.
Dodger, dodger.
How is that, by the way, not a title of either, one, some kind of, like, B movie, or two, a porno? I mean, it definitely kind of sounds a little pornish, doesn't it? The last of the assholes. I mean, clearly it's going to be some kind of, like, anal gangbang porn with a name like the last of the assholes, but it feels like something that should probably already exist, doesn't it? Hey, Pasteur, you feel like dropping a grenade on this chap? Maybe? Just making him be dead? A little grenade would be helpful here. Eliminate his cover, the rest of the team's gonna be able to chew him apart. Alright, pretty good start. We're out of capture magic, or we might try and throw a desperation capture at one of these shit biscuits, but again, capture magic is gone. That's okay, Shaka Zulu. Gonna bring the heat. And Elizabeth Tudor can kill that man with a grenade if we get 100% desperate and have literally no other way to save the day. We will send her in. And god damn, Yoshio, are you slow. You are so slow, so desperately, unbelievably, ridiculously slow. Just fantastically slow, sir. You missed. No one is surprised by that. Yep, he did in fact miss. It's, again, no one's surprised. Probably should have taken this shot first just to apply the holo tart. You know what? Just flush him out of there. We can get him out of cover.
They're moving to flank me.
That's a little better. I mean, somebody's going to be able to do something. The fact that he went and stood right next to our unit, by the way. Did he move at all? I don't even think he moved. I'm pretty sure that guy did not move. Well, whatever. Joseph Lister, go shoot him in the back. Thank you. Just 100%, can't miss. Shoot him in the back. Dead. Everybody's happy. Nice shot, by the way. You shot a man in the back with Operation Purple Sword. Shooting you in the back with the purple sword could be a line, actually, from Last of the Assholes. 10, got her in the back with my purple sword. Last of the Assholes. I love it when you get a nice little copacetic tie-in there right at the end. Just like a nice little drop-in joke that you didn't think of going in or weren't even really cognizant of, and it just sort of fell into your lap. Easy jokes are the
certainly
best.
Not leaving any question as to our ability to fight the alien threat.
Well, let's not rush the
Excellent work
judgment
all
on that
around,
one, Dr.
Commander.
Shane. Maybe jumping the gun a little. Sectoid corpses, 2 mutant elite corpses, another ethereal corpse, which puts us close to an ethereal autopsy, something we could use, because just that way we know what abilities the sons of bitches have. Delirium, alloys, weapon fragments, 11 meld, some damaged crap we don't give a shit about, another mectoid core for the fucking pile. We got 1 billion of those damn things. Let's head to the gray market, sell off our trash, and once the trash has been eliminated, I think that's probably where we'll wrap things up. A few extra credits, and by a few I mean 60, that's not really a ton. Couple extra credits though. We threw a capture attempt at an ethereal. We did everything we could to try to bring that one home. Didn't get lucky, but nobody died, so all things considered, I'm calling that one a success. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And hey, let porno producers that Last of the Assholes is a film that needs to be made. You can throw your support for the Last of the Assholes down there as well. If you'd like to see more XCOM, The Long War, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.